go.
Game 1, time in, 0-0.
You can already see the wind moving the ball around. There's a couple of shots that were extremely short, and I don't think that was their intention.
100%.
0-0. Side out.
And again, playing a role. The wind takes the serve long there.
0-0. Side out.
A nice spot there from Garnett, kind of keeping Staksrud back. He also finds his backhand. That's the side you want to attack if you're Garnett. I mean, Staksrud is such a solid player.
Agreed. You know, but anytime singles over and over again, backhand, backhand,
0-0.
backhand.
Side out.
Nice touch there from Staksrud, and just the wind seems to have picked up right as we started play here.
0-0. Point.
It looks like that return a bit long.
1-0. Side out.
Missed returns, missed serves.
This is just going to be a really interesting
0-1
match because the wind it's really a huge factor right now.
Point.
And Connor Garnett's still able to hit a clean winner there through the wind. Known more for his two-handed backhand, perhaps the best in the game, but hits a clean forehand winner there.
Point.
He is definitely, like you just said, Will, hitting everything straight to Staksrud's backhand. Really trying to capitalize on that.
There's another one, goes to the backhand. Staksrud returns that one, but Garnett, such a smooth two-handed backhand, finds the opening up the line.
Smooth is a brilliant word.
3-1. Side out.
Something super important, you know, with the two-handed backhand, and you'll notice as Garnett hits that shot, he gets low, nice and low, nice smooth stroke.
1-3.
That when he was standing a little more upright, went in the net.
Side out.
Looks like he got lower on that one, had a really deep return. Made it a difficult third there for Staksrud.
3-1. Side out.
Nice touch there. We've seen a few times already here, Christine. Staksrud really having success with that touch volley.
It's a beautiful shot. It's, you know, it's sometimes dangerous. You don't want to necessarily pull your opponent in, but in this case, Garnett's back behind the baseline.
Side out. Line judge. Ball was in. Three, 1. Point.
Just another attack there from Garnett.
I feel like if we were tallying the number of attacks he's hit on the backhand side, that's a
4-1.
pretty good number of errors he is forcing on Staksrud.
Side out.
That's a crisp volley there from Staksrud, and you see him trying to pump himself up here, get engaged in game 1.
1-4.
What a shot from Garnett.
It was Garnett. You know, Staksrud, because he's gone to the backhand so much, Garnett's gone to his backhand so much, Staksrud was anticipating
4-1.
Garnett took advantage of that, went behind him.
Side out. One, 4. Side out. 4-1.
Just a
Point.
finish from Garnett. Again, goes low to that Staksrud backhand.
He set it up with that beautiful drive that dipped over the net. Staksrud really didn't have a lot he could do. Popped it up. Easy finisher for Garnett.
5-1.
Wow.
Point.
So much topspin on that forehand. Dips it in the wind. That much more difficult to hit a clean winner.
6-1. Point. Timeout receiver. 7-1.
Collapse like you did in Minnesota. We'll see if Staksrud can right the ship here
Time
in game
in.
1.
We'll see what his new
7-1.
strategy is.
Point.
I'm also wondering if side's not going to be a factor. As I've watched Garnett, several of his balls, it's almost like they get over there and they just dip straight down.
8-1.
That might be a factor as well. We may see it when they switch in. Just
Point.
see
Oh
that
my
ball.
gosh.
It's just dying on the other side.
I think that's a great point. And we'll see if when the players switch sides at the end of this game, if that
9-1.
plays a role. Great point, Christine.
Point.
And just a really deep serve there from Garnett. And all of a sudden, it's game point
Game point.
for the 4 seed.
10-1.
That
Points
stays in.
game.
That is game
11-1.
1. With a
Timeout
little paddle
change
tap.
ends.
I like it.
Paddle tap.
0-0.
There we
Point.
go, Christine. We've talked a lot about the Garnett backhand in game 1. There we see the Staksrud forehand.
Absolutely. And again, it was a beautiful dipper over the net.
1-0.
Sitting low. Tough to handle.
Side out.
And just long there from Staksrud.
It was a great leave by Garnett. That's a tough one in this win to decide. Is it going to be in, stay in? Is it going to sail out? Great call.
0-1.
Looks like that was
Point.
in.
Oh my gosh. What a shot. ATP. Feels like Connor Garnett hits at least one of those per match.
Showing off his athleticism right there. That ball kind of skipped away from him, and then he just took his time. More time than you think on those. Took
1-1.
his time. Hit a beautiful winner.
Point.
Didn't quite catch that one right. Did Staksrud.
Yeah, I think that was a result of wind.
I think every point is a
2-1.
result of the win at this point.
Side out.
I can still see. I think I'm seeing at least, Will, what do you think? I feel like I see the ball dying when it gets to the end. Staksrud shot over to Garnett. I feel like it's sitting, sinking, like we were talking about a second ago. You seen the same thing?
I am seeing the same thing. I think
1-2.
we'll see if Staksrud is able to kind of adjust knowing
Side out.
how the ball is going to bounce when it gets to Garnett's side. This serve there isn't going to help.
2-1. Point.
Inside out there from Garnett.
I feel like his ground strokes right now, they're just dipping so beautifully over the net.
3-1.
It's really creating some challenging shots for Staksrud.
Side out.
That's a nice point. Looked like Staksrud was able to read where Garnett was going to go. Yeah, both players at the kitchen line for some cat and mouse. We'll see if Staksrud.
You're absolutely right. I felt like he did anticipated it really well.
100%. A point like that can
1-3.
change the tide. We'll see if he can put together a run here.
Point. Two, 3. Point.
There's some of that fire we see out of Staksrud upon occasion. And right now I think he needs a little bit of it to get himself back mentally and into this game.
3-3.
Wow. And the wind just
Timeout receiver.
took
4-3.
that one wide.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Yeah, don't hit me, I'ma fall like face it. None of y'all can stop me saying what we like face it. Settle down, you know I'm the one doing face it. None of y'all can stop me saying what we like. Yeah, face it. Yeah, face it. Yeah, face it.
Airs.
4-3. Side out.
Staksrud was trying to thread the needle with that, which is not easy to do when it's a windy day.
3-4. Side out.
And that one sails a bit long from Garnett. It looked like, from where we were saying, it could have been a clean winner.
4-3. Side out.
A tough bounce there for Staksrud.
Definitely did not bounce the way he was anticipating.
Three, 4. Point.
I really feel like in this, especially in this heavy wind, the serve is a huge weapon right now. You really want to get deep, powerful
4.
serves. It really sets the point up.
Point.
And just good pressure there from Garnett. It looked like got a high backhand that he was able to not necessarily attack, but he was able to hit an aggressive shot with. And he's got the lead here in game 2.
5-4. Side
Speaking
out.
of those serves, there's an accidental, but yeah, I like what he did right there. Is he wasn't really necessarily going for this big, huge finisher. He's even maybe looking for an opportunity to create the second one. Happened to work out that he didn't need to do the second
4,
one.
5. Point. Five. Point.
Another missed return here for Garnett in game 2. I think that's the second one we've seen, so giving Staksrud some life. We'll see if he can run
6-5.
with it.
Side out.
Just not quite able to get it over the net there for Staksrud.
Staksrud may be feeling a little bit of pressure, almost the need to hit perfect shots.
5, 6. Side out.
Bit of a stalemate here. It's 6-5.
6-5.
Oh my gosh.
Side out.
Love that shot. I'd love to see an instant replay of that shot.
I mean, what an just the way Garnett was able to. He thought it was going to go out, bounced in, and then he just somehow makes an effortless
5,
ATP.
6.
He just totally took his time. That's the thing. So many players want to rush through it.
Side out.
But like you said, it looked effortless.
It looks like Staksrud.
It's like he's pulling off maybe some of his lead tape or weighted tape, or just a little edge guard.
6-5. Side out.
Just didn't look like Staksrud made solid contact there on the backhand.
If you're Staksrud, I think right now you're looking
5,
to get around
6.
how many forehands can you hit? You know, it's his bread and butter.
Oh my gosh.
Looked like it was going
Side
to
out.
be ATP number 3.
I think that's a great point you brought up about the Staksrud forehand. Probably one of absolutely one of the best on tour, maybe the best on tour, with just the velocity, the topspin he gets on it.
6-5. Point.
Garnett's really just not letting him hit very many of those forehands.
Right, but Staksrud showed he's more than capable with the backhand on
yes,
that
he
one.
Did.
Great one
Yes,
down
he
the line.
did. He's like, wait a second, I have a good backhand too.
7-5. Side out.
Almost.
I feel like that shot's money if the wind's not pulling it out. It's a beautiful shot. It's going to be a dipper. It's going to be tough for Garnett to hit. Just the wind's pulling it out on him.
5-7.
Staksrud, what a point. We see him using those drop volleys to near perfection.
He was working Garnett right there.
And we'll see if that one gives him some extra motivation, extra
7-5.
excitement.
Point.
Seems like it is. It's amazing how much of a difference it can make when you really feel like you've now controlled that point and get a couple in a row. It just makes such a difference in your confidence.
8-5. Side out.
And had a good look at that one. He hit a great third shot to the Garnett backhand.
Created an opportunity, just went for a little much.
5-8. Point. Six, 8. Point.
And it looks like here we're going to get a
Timeout
timeout from
receiver, 7-8.
Staksrud.
I feel like
Point.
Looks like Staksrud's hit that same spot just wide, maybe 4 or 5 times in this game.
absolutely.
8-8.
The count on that's getting up there a little bit.
Wow.
Talk about his two-handed backhand.
Oh my gosh, the way he just changed directions on that one. Falling
9-8.
backwards, it looked like. That's a big one for Garnett. And 2 in a
Point.
row. Amazing backhands from Garnett.
That's a big confidence boost right there. Two beautiful backhands.
Match point.
He is at match point all of a sudden.
10-8. Side out.
And
That-
just
The cut shot that he's hit several of those droppers. They are so beautiful. The touch, the hands, the feel he's got on those shots is amazing. And Garnett's athletic. He's quick.
8-10.
Couldn't even get to that shot.
Side out. Line judge.
And again,
Match
Staksrud
point.
just wide on the backhand. And another match point
10-8.
here for Connor Garnett.
Line judge. Point. Game. Match. 11-8.
And it looks like
It was out? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
looks like the
That
line
kinda out.
judge. It was
that
out,
out.
called by the
Okay.
line judge. So the match is not over. It's a side out here.
It's given a break. I think there was a big gust of wind that came through. I think Staksrud given a second for the referee to catch up and this big gust of wind to pass.
Eight, 10. Point.
nice anticipation again there from Staksrud. Saw Garnett go cross court with that backhand, and he had his paddle there. Just didn't put anything on it. He's 1 point away from tying it. We're tied at 10, Christine.
And that's a big mental thing, you know, when you almost, the game was almost over, suddenly you're back in it, tied up at 10-10. That's a big mental comeback.
10-10. Point.
That one sat in there, it looks like to me.
Just stayed in.
Line judge.
Line judge confirmed it was in.
Game
and
point.
all of a sudden here, it went from match point for Garnett. Now
11,
we've got game
10.
point for Staksrud.
Side
And
out.
1 game point saved.
It's never easy to close out the game.
Never easy.
But really saw Staksrud athletic ability there. He got to that. Garnett made a great dropper shot. Staksrud was up there hitting another good shot. Garnett was able to capitalize.
10-11. Side out.
Miss serve at a
Game
tough
point.
time there for Garnett.
But
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. Training rigorously and pushing boundaries. The next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
Joined by Christine
Game 3, time
Barksdale.
in, 0-0.
Here we go, Christine.
Point.
I love a game 3, and you know, we are maybe seeing a little bit of the win factor. Garnett won the first game on the far end. On this
1-0.
end. Staksrud winning on this end. We may see when this switch at 6 what happens.
Point.
Garnett's going to be, I think, looking for a big lead at the switch.
100%, but Staksrud a really quick start to this game.
2-0.
Oh,
Point.
3. There's the forehand. It feels like it's been dormant for the first 2 games. Staksrud has really found it here. Perhaps maybe we can attribute that to the wind dying down here for the last maybe minute and a half.
You're right. It actually has died down a little bit. I think there's still
3-0.
some swirling around, but it's definitely calmer than it was when the match started.
Oh my gosh.
Point.
And off the net. And just a tough start here for Connor Garnett.
And the wind is back, but hopefully Garnett does not have the repeat of
4-0.
Minneapolis in his mind. I hope he's staying in the moment.
Point. Timeout receiver. 5-0.
And the backhand, two Staksrud's backhand over
Time
and
in.
over.
5-0.
Oh, almost
Side
on
out.
the ATP from Staksrud. But it looks like Garnett was listening to you because he hit a great return, trying to get to the Staksrud backhand.
0-5.
But he hit a forehand, but still got the side out.
Side out.
It looks like he had a chance to go cross court with that one. Just pushes it wide down the line, though.
It was definitely the strategy he was using
5-0.
early on that was working for him.
Side out.
Wind pulls that out a little bit. Good leave on Garnett's part.
You can definitely see the wind move the ball when you lob it up like
0-5.
that in these conditions.
Side out.
And now the wind is back to what it was in the first 2 games,
That 30
Christine.
seconds of no wind we
5-0.
had is gone.
Point. Timeout. Change end.
Another
6-0.
timeout. Ball went a little wide. Line judge confirmed it. This is a big change.
Time in. 6-0. Side out.
That one a bit wide for Staksrud. Important side out here for Garnett. Let's see if he can, even just getting on the board at this point can be a big confidence booster.
0-6. Let. Reserve.
And remember here at the tour, we don't
0-6.
play lets.
No lets. Or we We do.
We play the let.
Right. We don't play the serve off the bounce.
Right. Figure out the right way to
Side
phrase
out.
that.
Of course.
It's called a let.
Good pressure there from
6-0.
Staksrud in the kitchen.
Point.
And I really do think with this win, if you can put that pressure on, it makes your opponent go for shots.
7-0.
Can get carried out easily due to the wind.
Oh my
Point.
gosh. What a forehand. You talked about it earlier, just the dipping forehand from Staksrud. And we saw it on full display there.
8-0. Side out.
Garnett, if he wants to make this his match, is going to need to capitalize on. He's going to need to get some nice deep serves in and keep, going to Staksrud's backhand if he can.
0-8. Side out.
The missed serve there, not going to help the cause. As he doesn't practice one there, sending it back to Staksrud.
8-0.
Just nothing
Point.
going right here for Connor Garnett.
And we talked mentally. It's mentally. He thought he
9-0.
had the match won at 8-10 in game 2.
And it's so
Point.
tough as this a well-constructed point from Staksrud, but when in singles, especially when it's just you out there, not having that support of a partner
Match point.
can make it so difficult to dig yourself out of those holes,
It's an
10-0.
especially when you're up in a game.
excellent point, Will.
Side out.
A partner can make all the difference.
100%. And that's one match point saved for Garnett.
That's
As
Paige.
the crowd cheering him on, you'd love to see that. Want to see a great, good match here.
0-10.
Oh.
Point.
That's a great point. Great dig out of the net by Staksrud. And, just a beautiful ATP. Crowd's going crazy for Garnett's ATP.
1-10.
Wow,
Point.
dueling ATPs from Garnett. He hit the forehand last point. Now he's back to his regular side on the backhand.
I think his ATP counts up to 5 or 6 at
2-10.
this point.
Point.
And that missed return there from Staksrud. And we're at 10-3, Christine.
It's a little mini run on
Never
Garnett.
say never,
3-10.
right?
From the world's most iconic tennis arenas to the glint of an Olympic gold medal, a new court beckons, a new challenge arises. Jack Sock has conquered tennis. Now, pickleball's next. Mastery, precision, passion, that's what champions are made of. And when it comes to pickleball, there's only one company they turn to. Jack Sock's legacy continues with the #1 brand in pickleball. Selkirk Sport. We are pickleball.
Well, right now, it's so easy to want to just
15
go for the kill and
seconds.
finish
One
it off right
timeout,
away.
one
But you've really
timeout.
got to be patient, wait on the opportunity, and take your time. When the opportunity's there, go for
Time
it. but
in.
Create it first.
4-10.
100%.
Oh,
What a point there.
Side out.
that was a valiant effort by Garnett. Staksrud was really controlling it, hitting smart, controlled shots.
Match
Didn't
point.
go crazy, right? Created the opening, created the opportunity.
10.
As
4.
you said, he created that opportunity, 100%.
One more
Side
match
out.
point saved.
It's a nice volley there from Garnett. Staksrud unable to catch up with it.
4-10. Point.
And Staksrud trying to change direction on the backhand volley. Just pushes it wide.
It's so easy when you're out there playing and you're up 10-5 and you feel your opponent
5-10.
up. It's so easy to tense up.
Side out.
A missed serve, the second one of game 3 for Garnett.
Match point.
There's a statistic I don't think Garnett wants to hear later. How many serves?
10-5.
Right. Flying backhand
Side out.
from Connor Garnett, and that is another match point saved.
That takes an amazing amount of nerves there. He played steady, didn't go for the killer until it was
5-10.
there.
Side out.
And we've got another match point here for Staksrud.
Is this what, has he staved off 2, 3?
Match
I
point.
think he's saved 3
3.
at this point.
10-5.
And the
Side out.
volley gets it done.
If we're counting, we're going to say that's
Make it 4.
4.
And a stalemate here at 10-5 in game 3.
5-10.
So what do you
Side
think,
out.
Will? What do you, if you're Staksrud, you're ready to close this out. What do you think you got to do?
I think just look for the forehand on the third. Garnett
Match
will
point.
probably not give it to him, but if you have any shot at all, try and hit that
10-5.
forehand. That's his strength.
Point.
And there we
Game.
go. That's going to do it.
Match. 11-5.
Federico Staksrud wins a 3-game battle against Connor Garnett. He is off to his 6th straight men's singles final. What an accomplishment.